welcome to another episode of Verbalise It with myself, Bex.
And Michaela.
And Zahara.
You finally got all three of us on the camera.
Woo! A long time coming.
Exactly.
How's everyone? How's your week been?
Mine's been jam-packed. I couldn't tell you what I've done for the week.
Yeah.
Don't ask me what I've done because I've forgotten it already.
I've been busy.
Yeah.
Verbalise It's been taking up a lot of my time.
Yeah.
You've been working hard. She's been working
Diddy.
Kayla has been working hard.
Yeah.
So
She didn't know about Diddy. Now she knows everything about Diddy.
now I know about Diddy.
Trending topic now.
Exactly.
All right, guys, I've got another trending topic.
Wait. Before we do that, say it with your chest or
Give it a rest. Well done, Kayla. All right, guys, another trending topic. So I'm sure everyone's heard about the Malachi and Tumela story,
But
right?
if you haven't, for example, maybe you're viewing America.
Or for example, you're not really into that.
To be quite honest, I'm not even sure how it came.
We're global, guys.
Into my thing. But anyway, so Malachi and Tumela. So there was a video that came out. A young girl, I think she's about 18 years old, basically saying that Malachi
From South London. Yeah.
ate her ass.
I don't even know who Malachi is.
We still don't know. No one knows who Malachi is.
He could be a minor.
Oh really? He's just like on any. No,
Shouldn't be boasting.
We all know where Malachi is. We don't know who Malachi is.
Yeah.
Now she's done an interview. She's done an interview with Off the Records. I did try and look for Off the Records. It was literally
Off the records.
Off the Records.
Oh my god! So where do people watch Off the Records?
I don't know. I looked
Must
for Off
be
the
on
Records. There's another podcast called Off the Records with a blue tick.
Yeah.
But it's not that Off the Records.
So it's not a podcast. It could be YouTube.
It might be a YouTube thing.
Oh,
it might be a
okay.
TikTok thing, but
Yeah.
definitely didn't see it on Instagram. So there's a whole interview. I don't know if you've seen the interview with Tumela and the host. And it's kind of like a split decision. So some people think that Tumela's too rude and she was a little bit like too forward. Some people feel like the host was a bit of a hater and kind of like
already bought
looking down on her, being judgmental and whatnot. Kayla, you seen the interview?
I've seen bits of it, and from the comment sections, I think people are hating more on the interviewer.
Yeah.
She's meant to be older.
Yeah.
And she's meant to be the interviewer, so she's meant to be neutral.
Yeah, this
That's
is the
what
thing.
she's
Not
meant
put
to
her
be.
personal.
Yeah, she
But
wasn't
she's not.
neutral.
Yeah.
She was quite. If you actually watch the interview, I thought,
Did you
I
watch
thought-
the whole thing?
well, the clips that I've seen, I kind of felt sorry for
Yeah,
Tumela
yeah.
than I did. Even like to the point where Tumela must have been like, "Oh, you're wearing Clarks." I don't know what's wrong with Clarks. I love Clarks. And the girl's like, no, I'm not.
Yeah, this is something else.
What is wrong with Clarks?
There's nothing wrong with Clarks.
Nothing wrong with Clarks. Then she goes to Tumela. Like, what are you wearing? Tumela's like, pretty little thing. Pretty little thing, Sheen. And then the girl, like the host, proceeded to be like, there's nothing left to say. Like, what are you trying to say? What do you think she's telling you? Because that's your generation, PLTs and Sheens.
To be fair, from someone who is into fashion, it's not sustainable clothing, and in the time when we're meant to be sustainable and shopping secondhand, the way she was proudly saying it, I could see where the host was coming from. As a host, you shouldn't make comments like that. It felt like you were bickering with someone.
and you didn't need to.
Exactly.
Your age mate.
Yeah, you're my age mate.
Exactly. You're meant to be professional. You're interviewing someone. You're not meant. It's like, as a job, from a job point of view, journalistic point of view, it wasn't professional.
You're supposed to be neutral.
Exactly.
Period. No judgments. So Tumela, if you do watch this and you feel like coming to speak to us here on Verbalise It, you are welcome.
Yeah.
There's no judgments here. You know, saying that, I still would not encourage.
Oh, we don't encourage what she did.
We're not encouraging what Tumela did, but we would love to hear her reasons of why she's doing it, and you know, like, what kind of mindset is she in? Is she in?
She has.
Sheen's in my head. What kind of mindset is Tumela in to kind of do what she's doing? But anyways, wish you all the best, and also the host Off the Records.
Yeah,
Literally,
I'm glad she didn't fight back or any, like, properly.
she could have. There was a moment. Apparently, she walked
There was
off.
just too much. There was just too much being said, and I was just like, this would vex me.
No, don't get me
would
wrong. Like,
vex me.
Tumela was pushing them buttons.
Yeah, but she was
like
doing
you
it
said,
because she
as a
wanted
host,
to. Yeah,
that professionalism should come first. It should just be like, you know, it's not our level. Like, we can box her. We're just little verbalizing.
We're not doing that.
No, we're not doing that. But yet again, we're not encouraging that type of behaviour. Don't be selling your bits.
I think there's a larger conversation about why these type of topics trend amongst black youth in the UK. That's what we're getting known for. More videos are coming out on the same type of wavelength. And I'm like, can we go viral for something else? Like, people in America are hearing about this, and this is what they think about black youth.
Yeah, I heard Cardi B.
Yeah, and like
Cardi B heard about this because Tumela wants to be the next Cardi B.
Yeah,
it's true. We're getting we're trending for the Omele. People dancing on stage doing stupidness. We're trending for. Don't know why this is just coming to my head. Like the 5-year-old in the River Thames. Like, guys, is there a serial killer? Is there a serial killer?
I don't know.
But what's with the black bodies?
I know, that's another conversation. What's going on?
What is going on?
Why are black people showing up dead in the UK?
In
the Thames.
In the Thames. This latest one.
Water.
This
Do you see the way I walk when I'm next to the Thames?
No,
a mile away, bro.
No, it's really bad, guys. Like literally, this one, this like the last one. It's a 5-year-old boy, last seen in his house. Playing in his room with his sibling.
Because how is he getting anywhere?
So how did he get to the Thames?
Yeah.
So who do we look at? The parents? Like, what is going on? Like,
I don't think it's the parents, because it's all ages of black people going missing.
I mean, I can understand for the older lots, like the 20-year-olds and the 25, but how did a 5-year-old leave his house
and get to the Thames?
Oh yeah. Like,
who do you look at? Like, with what happened? Like, you know, I think like the government or the police or someone needs to be doing more, because we still don't know. Are these people? I can't imagine there's just like 20 loads of black people thinking, do you know what? I'm just gonna go end my life. Let me go and jump in the Thames. Like something is going on, and I feel like there's not enough focus on it because it's black people.
The racism in the Met Police.
I didn't even know about it until you told me about it.
For real.
Yeah. I remember you told me about it, and then I started seeing more posts about it.
It's just, I don't know what is going on. Like 20 people, 20 black people in the Thames.
The police won't care. The police won't care.
Did you read the part where they said that the police found it difficult to identify black people? As if, like, you know, mixed race people will be like black people, like they don't know how to say like this is this is like a Nigerian board. I can understand like but I don't know what terminology they use, but they said they found it difficult to match black people to whom they belong to or whatever. So if you're mixed race, we'll just be like, oh, this black person is missing, but it's just like, no, this is a mixed race person. Does that make sense?
If they've found the body, there must be an identification. Could be identification on them. There should be something in the database, whether it's
something on the database
on them,
something, but they're finding it difficult, hence why they can't. It takes a long time.
That sounds like an excuse.
Look how long someone goes missing for. Like they go missing for weeks, and then the body's at the Thames.
No, or did you see that girl? I even had friends sharing pictures of her on like social media. Then they said that the police has had the body for like 2 months.
Look at that.
What? The police had the body. Or
and
like,
what was the
this
issue?
is some
they
crazy stuff that I've seen with the UK. Holding bodies, especially those who are POC, and they will be holding those bodies for time. But when it's like someone else, or like, it's like they'll give it back instantly.
What is going on?
Or they'll like tell them what's going on with the investigation. And I feel like in other cultures and other people's like ethnicities, they don't really want to tell them everything. Like they keep so much behind.
They just need to change the whole system. It's just mad. It's just mad. And then there's a story about a funeral parlor. Did you hear? Like there was one time a funeral parlor got closed down because they were saying like bodies were being cremated, but they weren't.
So they were,
They were
just taking the bodies.
They were just taking the bodies, and they'll be like, we cremated it, but they're not. Like, I don't know what they're selling stuff. They're selling organs. Like, where are these black people going? Like, are they intact when their families get it back? It's just like you hear about it, and then you just don't hear nothing else. So the question is there a serial killer? Or
I think there is. I think
there must be a serial killer, because I can't believe like 20 black people just felt depressed and went to the exact River Thames.
This showing like what's it called when police officers, they'll see like they'll see the same trend happening multiple times. you guys know what that word is? When they like see something happen multiple times and they're like, oh, this must be a serial killer because it's
the pattern.
It can't be a coincidence.
Yeah,
the pattern.
Yeah.
You know, it could be the police.
Where's the this? I was thinking that.
That's what I was thinking.
Are you telling me there's no camera? Like,
but there's cameras everywhere in London.
Anywhere in London. There's no camera anywhere to like see like a 5-year-old leave the house. So from the time the 5-year-old left their house, there's no camera.
It was
there's
mysteriously
that has spotted.
Because they said the boy mysteriously ended up in the Thames. That was the wording they used.
Mysteriously.
It's important to point out how the media frames these incidents. The boy mysteriously ended up.
Those wordings. The wording is very.
What's the mystery?
Exactly. Why is it mysteriously? There must be someone who's seen it. There must be footage somewhere. It's not a mystery. Like, it's 2024.
But yeah, sorry, back to this whole mysterious thing. It can't be like, I just feel like every time it's a black person, it's a mystery. It's mysterious. Like, there isn't no, like, you know, like nothing. I don't know. I feel like there's no efforts even being made. Like, do you know what I mean? It's just like over and over and over and over again.
You just see the same thing repeating and nothing changing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not wild to say that the police were behind it, considering obviously most people know the murder and rape of Sarah Everard.
It's true.
Like,
yeah.
I think what shocked people the most, because it wasn't shocking to find out that a woman had been murdered and raped by a man, because that's the society we live in.
Yeah.
What was shocking is that it was the police and they
the
had
people that protect.
They had evidence of him being misogynistic as well. Like, there's so much
nothing was
evidence.
They've known about him from before.
Yeah,
but this is another thing as well. There was another black police officer that got arrested for raping minors and stuff, and he also had a record already. Like, they already knew of him,
and they were quick with that.
But they weren't quick. Jail gone down quick. It was quick, like, literally. Yeah, but every time it comes to, anyways,
yeah,
it is like, it literally is what it is.
It's like, we don't want to be sitting here complaining, but why are we complaining?
Am I not supposed to walk past the Thames anymore because I'm going to be worried? It's like, it's weird, because is it just the River Thames or is it just water? Like, do you know? It's like,
but the barriers are high. It's not easy to just fall into this.
This is what I'm saying. So explain to me how a 5-year-old left his house in his room where he was playing with his siblings, and ended up in the River Thames. Like, how did that happen?
You know what? Those barriers as well. Going back to that, those barriers are so high. I saw a child at London Bridge who just crashed into the barrier, and I was so scared they're gonna fall over and go in. I was like, what's going on? They were just on their little scooter and they stopped and they just banged into the barrier, and I was so confused.
Was it a black
But
child?
But yeah, no, he wasn't even able to like go over it.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to, even as a 5-year-old, like, it's large.
No,
You'd
it's
have
true.
to climb on top and then
Come on, police, sort it out.
Yeah.
Like, literally, we just can't be dying like that. It's not normal. It's like, it's as if we're going back to the lynching stages, but now we're just drowning. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm just gonna take more swimming lessons.
Same.
Can you not swim?
The River Thames is
it's a different.
The Thames is different.
It's a different level.
Can you not swim?
We're not here.
Listen,
We're not here to
I'm not
condemn
trying to give.
anybody.
I don't guys. I'm not trying to give the serial killer any information. I'm keeping that one to myself.
All I'm saying is, I am more a short swimmer.
Okay, so let's just have that conversation quickly, guys. Swimming is a life skill.
Literally,
make sure you can swim. If you can't swim,
go and learn.
This is your sign to go learn how to swim.
People are looking at me.
I'm looking at both.
Because they're looking at both. They're chucking us down. They're chucking us down.
And if you are having a child soon, if you are birthing a human soon,
teach them to swim.
They can swim as well. Okay, next topic.
Okay, don't worry about our hair, guys. Yeah, literally, we're in that natural hair season. Like, it's all good. Straighten that, blow dry it. You're good. Swimming hat. Kayla's like, learn to swim. I literally got like up to goldfish certificate in school.
Oh, well done.
I didn't even get a certificate.
I got to the level before you went to swimming competitions. Like, I can swim. Girl.
You can swim. You can swim the Thames then. No?
Yeah, that's why they ain't killing me.
He said, "Watch me,
whoever you are." no, literally, ignore us.
What's the next topic?
So, guys, next trending topic. Princess Catherine
and the royal family
and the whole, let's just start from the beginning, from her going into hospital in January, and then people like claiming she's gone missing, and some people even claiming that she's gone for BBL. I don't know if you sort of saw.
Well, obviously that's a lie.
Yeah, clearly. Exactly. People claiming that she went for BBL. Then people like were confused about, is it Kate, is it not Kate, when she was seen in a car or wherever shopping.
No, she went to a farm. She shop with William.
Yeah, but then on her way out of the hospital, people were thinking, who is this? Yeah. So when she left the hospital,
okay,
there's another picture of her, and people were saying
that's not her.
It's not her, like whatnot. And then obviously, then the whole Mother's Day editing picture thing happened. Then she apologized. I would have just kept my mouth shut, like, to be quite honest with you.
No one needs to know.
No one needs to know. Like everyone edits their pictures somehow, anyways, whatnot. But she felt that she would come and apologize. We don't even know if it's her, because her name starts with C. What does her name start with?
K.
But the person signed it with a C, or if her name started with a C, they signed it off with a K. So it's just like,
so it must be the other way. So her name is definitely K.
Yeah.
Kate.
So everyone's like, why did she sign it C? Yeah. So it's just like, is there people doing, like, who's doing this?
Yeah. Okay. Is there more?
No, go on.
I was gonna say we can start there with the photo, which I think everyone knew she was not well because she was not doing any duties. And then what really picked things up was the photo. So like a lot of, anytime a celebrity brings out a photo,
I wouldn't say everyone knew that she wasn't doing well, but there was loads of rumors going around. Prince William was having an affair, like literally.
That's been going on for a long time,
right? So that's been going on, but everyone's thinking, and then there was
I don't know this.
Okay,
I don't know this.
So rumors going around, Prince William was having an affair. Then there was another royal family friend that was found dead with head trauma, and then people were believing that Kate had an affair with this person, and then she went to hospital because she was pregnant, and then she went to have an abortion. So there's all these like conspiracies
since The Crown. Like I think I've been hearing about. There was a long time ago. Something came out about William and Kate. Like, I'm talking like a year ago, like around the time.
The best friend, the bridesmaid.
Yeah, there's just been rumors about them, like their marriage not being good for a long time.
Why have I only been seeing the good publicity being like, Kate is feeding ducks or something?
Feeding the Daily Mail.
I think Daily Mail be popping up a lot.
Okay, so maybe there has been a lot of stuff, which is what Bex is trying to say. But I remember when celebrities post photos, everyone looks to see if it's been photoshopped. So we see it's been photoshopped, but I don't believe the level at which it was photoshopped. I don't believe Kate.
No, she did it. She didn't.
So she definitely didn't do it, but she took responsibility for it.
I don't even think she did. They took responsibility under her name.
Exactly. So that means therefore she approved it. But I think it's important to note, when Meghan and the whole Harry thing happened, the main thing that Meghan emphasized is that the royal family as an institution do not care about the individuals inside. Hence, when she was depressed and wanted to kill herself, they didn't care at all. Which I think people just thought she was lying and just thought maybe she's being dramatic. But I think this whole thing with Kate is another it's evidence to the fact that the royal family as an institution do not care about their future queen, because technically she will be our future queen. Let her take the fall, knowing she's got cancer. So they definitely knew she had cancer.
That's another thing a lot of people are questioning. Let's not.
Really?
Lots of people. So basically this is what happens, like when there's a pattern to something, so there's an edit that goes wrong, and then all of a sudden is, like, I'm sorry, this is what we've been going through. So now people are like, are they using this as I personally don't think it's an excuse. I don't think you should be joking about. But being a devil's advocate, there are people, if you're looking at the comments, they're like, oh, this looks like AI. Oh, this looks like, do you know what I mean?
Is advanced, though.
This is what they're saying. This looks like AI. Yeah. Does she even have it? Are they using this as a distraction? Like, what is going on and stuff like that? So it's almost like the royal family has done us so, I don't even know the word to use, that we don't even trust them like that to say. When they say something like,
you know what I think
this is happening,
has contributed is The Crown. Watching The Crown, even though it's partly fictional, when you see how much is going on behind the scenes, how much they lie about, and knowing that they are the royal family, they can't say yes to everything. They need to have this amount of mystery around them so that we can believe that they're special enough to hold this title, to get all this money from us. I don't think they're lying about the cancer, because obviously the Queen died from cancer, I believe. That's what my family was saying, that because she was old, they just said old age, but she did have something.
Well, mind you, the Queen, their family's got a history of cancer. Her dad died.
It's because something is going on in the bloodline.
Someone said there's a lot of incest.
Someone said
that. The bloodline is crazy.
But Kate isn't directly in that bloodline.
No,
Kate is not. So Charles Fez, he's directly in the bloodline, but Kate's not. And I don't think it's crazy to think that Kate's got some kind of cancer, because younger people, as you know, as we're getting young, have you seen the claims and the evidence from doctors? More younger people are getting cancer, especially gut or bowel. I think she had it in her stomach.
She had stomach.
Exactly.
Well,
I heard it.
So basically, she doesn't have cancer anymore. So basically, they found a tumor. They took it out and then realized that it was cancerous. So now she's taking like
preventative,
preventive treatment to rule out anything else or take it out. But
I just don't think they should have they must have known. You don't do the press ops like that. They came up with this announcement. You don't do things like that.
This is why people are like, were they so desperate to get away from that? And then it'll be like, okay, let's throw some sympathy in there. Yeah. Because like you said, I don't see the Queen, as someone said the Queen edited some pictures, I don't see the Queen coming out and saying, oh, guess what?
Nah.
Like, do you know what I mean?
You mean Camilla? No. Or the previous
sorry everyone, Camilla's not my queen. I'll say it here. I'll say it with my chest.
I'll be forgetting
Camilla is not my queen.
I'll be forgetting.
Yeah, so we're talking about the Queen Elizabeth.
I'm Queen Elizabeth. She's not going to address this. I feel like since Queen Elizabeth has died, that institution is crumbling.
Yeah,
like, this woman must have been
holding on.
They are crumbling.
She held it, because even me, I don't believe in the royal family as an institution, but you couldn't make me hate the Queen.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
I could hate everyone else.
To be quite honest with you, I mean, I have no feelings. Like, I didn't care. Like, does that make sense? But I know especially from how things used to be with all the colonization and stuff, knowing that the Queen was a big part of it, and things like that, and the slavery and the jewels that got stolen from African countries and stuff, I think the Queen changed as she got older.
Definitely.
But in that mix, things still happen. Like, people still die. There's families that are traumatized from what the royal family did, and it's still like, you know, I don't hate her.
As an individual, you couldn't make me hate the Queen.
Do you know what I mean? And I do understand that she had to do what she needed to do because of the position that she's in. So, like, even watching The Crown, I noticed that there was hard decisions that she had to make, knowing that, you know, she might be hated or this might affect her family and whatnot. And she did what she needed to do. But still, as a person, listen. Anyways,
I think what you see from The Crown is the Queen really embraced her role. She wasn't an individual. She was the head of a country. She was the head of the royal family.
This is the thing you have to remember.
She didn't separate herself from that.
This is what makes it hard. Because as a head of the country, these are the decisions you have
to make.
True.
Like, no, it's what you chose.
But the royal family
what you chose
is also a
to
figurehead in the sense they don't do nothing.
It's so weird because now you have the younger generation. It's like these changes that they want to make. Now William's going to Jamaica to apologize for what they did and whatnot. So
to be fair, Charles, when Rihanna in Barbados, you get like crowned as like kind of similar to like knighthood.
You mean Harry?
No. I mean Charles. Yeah. But when the Queen was still alive, Rihanna became like one of our important people in Barbados. He even mentioned colonization and slavery a bit. I'm pretty sure. So they are like acknowledging it.
It is. It's one thing acknowledging it, but it still feels like this still happened.
Yeah.
It didn't have to happen. Yeah. Like, do you know what I mean? It didn't. As head of the country, like, for you to watch other countries suffer and millions die under you being the head. So to me, I'm still looking at you sideways. It's almost like there's nothing they can do to fix that.
This is the whole point. It's part of the people who want to abolish it. That's a big thing. Like, when you go back under colonization, they were the heads of it. That's part of your history, and all that money you probably gained is slavery money. It's colonization money. So then it comes into the question of reparations.
This is what I'm saying. Yeah, I get that, but yet we're still dying in the river. And I'm not blaming the royal family. I'm just saying, like, it's still going on. But it's going on differently.
Can they do more?
Do you know what I mean? Of course they can do more.
They can't do more.
Of course they can.
What kind of authority do they have? They don't have power.
They don't even have power anymore. Why? Because they have to sit there and explain and edit. Now, if you had all that power, you wouldn't have to sit there and explain and edit in picture. Like, do you know what I mean? But you can tell, especially in the times that we are now with this generation, if that royal family, if we really wanted to and put so much effort, it'll be abolished. They would abolish it to a certain extent. Like, we don't need the royal family.
Maybe 2 generations down. I don't think in this generation.
Maybe, but we've got enough power now to get rid. But maybe not when the Queen was there. Yeah,
no, that's what I
not
said.
when the
People
Queen was
Queen.
there. But with what's going on now, like you said, they are crumbling, bro. Harry's left.
My point
for his wife, he said, "No, fam, I'm not staying for this."
Harry said, "My kid's not going that river, bro. My kid is black."
Harry exposed them a lot, which is what he exposed is that he feels bad for William because William can't do nothing. William can't get out of it, which is my point. As individuals, they have no power.
No.
They have teams and teams behind them. They can't do anything.
It's true, but William can get out of it.
If he wants to
William
crumble the
can get
system.
out of it. What do you call it? Before the Queen was the Queen, it was given to the King's brother. He said, "I don't want it. I want to be married to my American or my French bride."
Yeah.
So he can get out of it. It's what you're getting from it.
But
like, do you know what I mean?
But that almost crippled the royal family in the way that it's crippling now. If he did that, he would inadvertently, I think that's the word, be crippling the royal family to the point of abolishment, and I don't think he'd do that.
Yeah, for him.
Yeah. For him, exactly.
For him. But it's not for us. It's not about us. And sometimes you have to think, some people just like the status. Why can't we just believe that William might just like the status of being the king? Like, just like Charles was waiting for mum to die so he can become the king.
And now look.
I mean, look, let's be real. Charles has been waiting for a long time. The Queen could have retired. She could have retired. She didn't trust Charles.
No. There's things coming out because I follow a bit to do with royal family stuff. Is that the Queen believes that role is a role that you hold until you die. That's why literally days before she did die, she was up and about still doing her engagement because she believed you do this role until you die. There is no rest. There is no holiday. Whereas other royal families across the world, they will actually step down and let their children take it. But that's not really how the Queen did it.
Things can change. She's the head of the country. You can change the rules, bro. Yeah. Just like you got changed the whole divorcing thing, because back then kings and queens couldn't divorce. Henry VIII came and said, "F that. I want to marry this." So they've got powers to make changes.
But he had more power than
he did have crazy power.
That's not a good equivalent.
Henry VIII.
Wait, we're just talking about the royal family in general.
Yeah.
Okay.
And them just being individuals that can change things. Like, now, if the Queen came out and said there's certain legislation, whatever, I want to change, she can.
I think Queen Camilla?
With the government. I don't know, cancel the cancer tax, maybe.
In the present. You keep saying in present tense.
Please, what makes sense? Max, what you said.
Do you know what I mean? Cancel tax. Like, what I'm saying is, the decisions that they make, like, do you know what the government runs this country.
The government does.
The Queen and the royal family, they really don't. They're just like the supporting act.
They're figureheads.
Yeah, supporting acts. Like, you just got to go along with it. You got to agree. But at the same time, they can still help to make certain changes. They don't have to agree with everything. They don't have to sign off everything. Hence why I'm giving like the things like I'm saying like people like Henry VIII and stuff, like, because listen, I love the whole War of the Tudors. Like, that was my favorite. My man said, "I am going to have 8 wives, bro." 6 wives.
Divorced, beheaded,
died, divorced, beheaded, and survived.
Yeah.
Right. So basically, they said, "You can't be the king and
do all that
and divorce." He said, "Yes, I can." I'll show you. And he did what he did.
But in his defense, around that time there was beef between the Catholics and the Protestants. So essentially he just piggybacked off someone else's ideas.
Yeah,
but still,
it suited his.
But it suited him. So there we go. He did it. There's so much things that'll suit the royal family. That's why they do it. That's why I was going to say William ain't going to leave his status. William needs to be king. We could all act like we do, like. Let me tell you something. Yeah, let's not act like. People know, yeah, when your parents are a certain figure, Yeah, it's their legacy. As a child, you would know this is what will be passed on to me.
Yeah.
Yes, it's like, sorry that my dad died, sorry that my mum died. But as a child, you are expecting to become this thing. William might not want Charles to die, but he knows he's expecting to be the next king when Charles dies. So for us to be like, for me to be like, Charles was waiting. He was waiting to be king, not for his mum to die, but he was waiting to be king. Just like William is waiting to be king. Just like George will be waiting to be king.
But on that note, to do with the Queen's uncle who did abdicate, he only abdicated because he was in love with the woman. It was
he did a Harry.
Exactly. It wasn't any other reason like I don't want to do it. He did want it.
But he picked love.
Exactly.
Same way with Harry. They picked love. So what is William, bro? Because are you having an affair or not? Because is it love? Allegedly. Yeah. Sorry. Oh gosh. Are we gonna Listen.
You might have to put an allegedly up in
allegedly, like, is William in love? Like, is Kate, like, do you know what I mean? Is it, if Kate was to be like, I'm going through this now, we all need to come out the light, because William's still going around doing duties.
He has to though.
Like, I guess
we're paying him to do this.
I'm not interested.
It's your tax.
Give me back my tax. Give me back my tax, because I don't need you to be at a fashion show, bro.
He can retire.
I don't need you. You're at a fashion show, bro. What's that helping me with? Like, I'll go to the fashion show. I'll go to the fashion show. Like, this is what I mean. Like, what do we need them to do? Tourism?
That's what people argue. But the conversation of, are the royal family entitled to privacy? Yes or no? The argument no is because we pay for their lives. So we deserve to see
give me back my money and take your privacy. Give me back my money. Give me back my money and take your privacy.
With the royals.
People are like with Kate is like, I don't know what she said in the video because I didn't watch it, but
we wouldn't have known about Kate if there was no editing. Period. Let's be honest, yeah? We wouldn't have known about Kate until maybe, God forbid, like if he got really, really bad, and like if it weren't for that editing on Mother's Day,
that's what I was trying to say.
We won't know about
that was the catalyst. But with the money, what I was trying to say is, as taxpayers, we pay for them. So people were saying when she came up with the cancer thing and she just wants to handle it and she wants to kind of tell her kids, because obviously they are young, then they might not really understand cancer and stuff like that. She wants to do it in like, I don't know if she wanted to say in private, but that's kind of the message we were getting. Is she entitled to that privacy, like regardless of her sickness, because we are paying for her life?
I think, she would be entitled. We didn't know about it. So it was private. You edited a picture and then this came out. Like, do you know what I mean? As far as we were concerned, you just went to hospital and we knew that you had some sort of surgery. Yeah. No one else preed. Okay, we wished her well. She had stomach surgery. That's what we were told. No one else tried to dig any further. Then you went. People digged. No, people digged. We were making claims. We were making claims. Yeah, we were making claims. But once she came out of the hospital in that Range Rover, she come out.
Me, I like me a Range.
We didn't mind anymore, right? And then it was quiet, right? And then Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Mother's, it was quiet. We didn't pre that. The only thing we had is that Kate or is that not Kate? Because people were trying that was the only people were caring. Is that Kate? Is that not Kate?
Yeah.
Right. Then you edited a picture now. Now I know it's Mother's Day, but why did you feel you didn't even have to post? You should have just been. We weren't asking for the picture, bro. Who said post a picture of you on Mother's Day?
Not in her defense, but just to put it out there, when she gave birth to all them babies, the second the baby popped out, she was on them steps in them heels doing a photo op. So I think that's why, as an institution,
we would have understood. You just came out of hospital for surgery. As a public, I would understand if you was on annual leave, sick leave. We didn't need to see those pictures. Do you know what I mean, Z? If you're sick, I'm not expecting to see pictures of you. You're working, bro. So
I'm not expecting to see you outside.
This is what I'm saying. But I don't know what you were trying to show, but it didn't work. Because look what happened. And because on the back of that, this has come out. This was really a private business between you and your family. We didn't have to know about this. And now we do. And now because of where it's come from, people are like, is this legit?
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? And you are legit, because I don't believe anyone should... There are people that lie about sickness. It's actually a disease, like whatever.
The
Gypsy Rose lady, like, do you know what I mean? But this is, you don't know about Gypsy Rose?
What? Long story short, she's a girl and her mother faked illnesses on her whole life, like saying she had cancer,
and then she ended up killing her mum.
Then she killed her mum, went to jail. Now she's out.
She's the one with the man, and she's like, I love my
If you work at DO2 when you hear Micah, you know about Gypsy.
I'm on her right now. Can't bring me down.
I've actually seen her.
Yeah, so we wish Kate well. Like, literally wish anyone that's going through any sort of sickness and whatnot, like sending healing your ways.
Yeah.
And I do believe everyone's entitled to privacy. Whether you're royal, whether you're not, like, you are entitled to privacy. So
thanks for listening, everyone.
Like we say it with your chest or give it a rest.
Woo! Lovely.